Hi everyone, Adam with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Yakima JetStream roof rack system on our 2018 Chevrolet Impala. So this is going to be a really good addition to your Impala. You're going to be able to put a whole lot of attachments that we carry here at etrailer.com. We do have a couple cargo baskets that are really nice and will go good with this look of these bars. But always check your user manual and make sure that your roof can handle that weight. In this instance, these are aluminum, and it's going to give you about 165 pounds of capacity to load on top of these bars. So this is going to be able to carry any of your TTrack accessories. And the cool thing about this design is you can actually push this down and slide your TTrack accessories on there. You don't have to trim, so you don't have to worry about cutting all of that rubber, and then when you take that TTrack accessory off, you're still going to have that gap. This way, your rubber stays intact and everything stays nice and sealed up. So this is going to be a custom fit for our Impala here. We will have these rubber boots and clamps, which are not only going to give it a great fit, but also protect your Impala from any scratches. It does have a really thick rubber boot on the bottom of this foot, and on the inside of this metal bracket there is rubber coating. So it's going to protect your factory paint as well. On top of that, we do have these caps here, which we could put a locking core on there. eTrailer does sell them, so go on there if you just want that little bit of added protection. So this is going to be the black powder coated finish option on etrailer.com, but we actually do have a aluminum silver option. It might go a little bit better with this trim, but whatever you think is going to look best, be sure to pick it out on etrailer.com. So we are going to add a little bit of height to our vehicle here. So from our roof to the very top of our bars is going to be about 4.5 inches. So just be mindful on those low clearance situations. Also from our roof to the bottom is going to be about 3.5 inches. So now that I've gone over some of those features with you guys, let's just go ahead and get them installed. So let's go ahead and assemble our feet. All we need to do is take our feet and grab this little piece right here. We are going to fish that in like so and snap it into place. Now we can go ahead and install our TTrack. So you want to try to get it lined up with that hole. Once it is, we're going to flip it over. We're going to tighten this bolt down in there, and to reveal it, we will pull this out like so. Now with that in place, we'll get it threaded. You don't have to tighten it down at all, because we do want to have a nice gap so we can fit it onto our bar. So we're going to take this and slide it into our TTrack on our bar and set it to the measurement listed in our instructions. And once that's in place, you can tighten down that screw all the way. So Yakima does have us adjust this, and they call it the pitch and toe. This bolt right here is going to be our pitch, and basically these three different adjustments here are going to be A, B, and C, starting from the front of our bar to the back. So they want it to be C. So what we got to do is loosen it up a little bit and slide this down a little bit just so it lines up with that C, as you can see there, and then we can tighten that down. And they say that the toe is supposed to be a 2, and it's the same thing. Start from the front of your bar working back, and this is going to be 1, 2, and 3. So we loosen this up and slide this kind of like that, and that's basically going to adjust your rubber feet there. Get it on 2 and tighten it down. You can repeat the same exact process for the other side. To get these rubber feet into place, we want to get this little notch right here facing the outside of our bars. You just put it into place and ready to go. Just something to note, I found it easier to take this bolt here and loosen it up, and basically that's just going to give a little bit more freedom to this section here, so we can get those clamps set pretty easily and then tighten it up when we have everything in place. So we got our front bars already in place. We do have a amount of distance between our glass and our beginning of the foot here, and that is in the instructions, along with the distance between our bars. So let's throw these on there. and then start getting them into place. First thing we want to do is open up the door to gain access. And then we're going to flip this up like so. So we're going to take this, you see how it's a hook underneath? We are going to hook that onto here. So with it facing down, like so, we can lift up on it a little bit and slide this piece in there. Once we get it in there, let's make sure that it latches on. We don't really have it perfect yet, but we can loosen this up to get it right. Once we get that loose, we should be able to stretch this down and to clip into our hook. There we go. Make sure it's nice and situated in that crease, and you can just thread it in a little bit just to make it nice and tight. But not too tight, because we are going to do this on the other side. Now that we have our other side nice and in place, we can go ahead and secure this down fully. The tool provided does have a little clicker in it, which will let you know it's torqued down to the right specifications. Once you do that, close this little door here, and then retighten up this bolt that we loosened earlier. And we can go ahead and replace our caps and end caps on our bars. So the way these sits in is they're going to go on these two pegs right there. These are going to fit in there. And once you get those into place, it should just snap like so. And these caps for the bars are specific for one side, so be sure it fits nice and properly, and don't just shove one in there. Make sure it's the right cap. We're going to fish these into the bottom T-track there, push down, and get them installed. Perfect. Well guys, thanks for tuning in and taking a look at the Yakima JetStream roof rack system on our 2018 Chevrolet Impala.